Okay, let's continue. I might of course eventually have to build a belt that goes from there to the back, but I think I can't easily build it the other way around. So I might build it when I go back, and maybe even a belt for quartz and a belt for coal as well, and maybe some other things if I find more stuff. But the important thing is coal, of course, and building that coal power generator. Okay, now I will try to build some ramps upwards. Is this coal? That's a bit sad. Is there an actual coal patch here? It would be a shame if I just went here for this little bit of coal. That's not too far. Not sure where this is going to be, so I would rather go the other way. Let's try that again. Might it be below? Or maybe just close to this lake, that would be the best. Don't know how close I can get to this platform. I made it. So I wonder whether I can see the ores from here. Maybe back there somewhere. Oh, this is just water. I thought it was the effect around the scanned resource. I'll just go down and see where this gets me. And I will build a little wall just to mark where this ramp is, because from here I can't see anything. And it would be a shame if I went to the wrong place. Also, now I see the customizer. Also, I didn't use this car that I got. I'm sort of good at forgetting things. And where was it? Didn't I properly put it in my inventory? Was it in the shop's inventory? That might be bad. I would have expected it to go into my inventory and then just be usable. Now I see something. Is this coal? I guess this might be coal. What is this? Do I have to explode this first? They look dangerous. Anyway, this is coal that I can actually mine. Also, I assume. And maybe there I need to use some explosives later. I'll just try to place a miner on there. And then the best kinds of belts. Did I only have one miner left? I guess it's fine then that I only found one actually mineable coal. And I need to provide power to this miner. I might start small. I have fruit for you. I don't know if I have to drop this. Is there a way to drop items? Let's just ask the controls or key bindings. Player. I'm not sure about this. There's holster. I don't know about holster. It's probably not to drop an item. You have any ideas how to do this? I'm always glad about tips. Don't really want to spend the time on doing some research now. There is certainly a way to throw some of it out of my inventory. I guess that's the way. Doggo with long name. Let's actually rename this to Doggo with short name. It's a bit longer than Doggo with long name, but... Oh, now it's on multiple lines? I think it wasn't before. Anyway. Hello, you. I think there must be a way to drop one of those fruits rather than having to do this so tediously. Some more raw quartz. I think the quartz container is somewhere in this direction, but I will not care about it right now. And now I'm being followed. I wanted to go up there, but I can't. Then I dove down somehow. Anyway, this is where I will build the water pumps. I'm not sure if I can just place platforms in the lake and make the water pumps align properly. That's what I will try right now. I think this is not submerged. This is slightly too high. Can't really build while swimming. That's not nice. Okay, now I will select one of these water pumps. Water extractor. Not sure about this. Might be slightly too high. Or too low. I mean, the platform is too high. Maybe.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
That's true. That's what I will try. I want to use maybe this ramp. Okay, now those platforms again. And now this is on a better level, although still a bit too low. I mean, it would be nice if it was higher than the walking level. Nice to just build them systematically next to each other. That's not where it should be. I guess that's enough for now, because I need to also have some rotors left for building coal power plants. And I want to still be able to do that today. I'm just not entirely sure where I would build those coal power plants. Maybe I will start by building the pipes first.
Fix-it pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note: water does not flow upwards by itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
So these are like splitters or mergers, I suppose. We'll also use the nudge mode. I hope they are properly aligned. I should put some pipe stuff in the third hotbar. And maybe the stackable conveyor belt in the, or pole in the second hotbar. Why does this not connect? This is slightly annoying. How do I do this without getting annoyed? This is not what I want. So maybe I need to change something about my philosophy. One idea would be to build some of these stands in the middle and on another level. It's now too high. 2 levels up. And then a pipe between them. This is too long. So I will build another one right there. I'm almost in the water. Sadly. Okay, now the alignment works. First I thought it wouldn't. And I think the little bit of lift that the water pump already has should be good enough. This doesn't work. This might work instead. I hope it does. Noodle. Maybe the noodle mode is actually quite nice. And since it's in the middle, I can then already have a second array of these pumps on the other side if I want to. Might have to provide some lift to get up here. Not sure how far up I want to go. Maybe I can build the coal power plant on this layer that is shown by this platform up there. Or just a little bit above the water pumps. Something like here maybe. So I hope I did nothing wrong and that this might actually be the goodest possible decision for where to build these coal power plants. Might even leave some space just in case I want to make this ramp broader. Just slightly too short. I'll certainly somehow get the water up, and I also need to power the pumps. And I will just build the pumps from above, or the power connections. Hope I can do this. Maybe not. Hope I'm not running into power problems for the pumps. So the maximum consumption is now above the capacity. Oh, this might be dangerous. I hope I'm not producing too much water, or at least if the pipe is full, then these pumps can switch off for a while. And I hope by that point I will have coal power set up properly. I might of course have to attach some pumps to power. I hope I can now build those power plants. They are a little bit big. And that is where the power shut off.
Interesting, most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity. Adjusting pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder, coal-powered generators require coal.
Really? Who would have thought? And they need water, apparently, which is much more difficult to get to the right place. I hope by providing water maybe I can already kickstart this. Otherwise I might have problems. Let's see. A problem would be if I didn't have some stuff. Now I just need to find a way to send this through. This might be good enough to still be able to pass here. Do you mean Minecraft? Hello, Ashley Houston. Maybe Second Life. I'm not sure what you could mean. Yeah, Rust might be also a game, I'm not sure. I have never played it. I have seen it somewhere on Steam before, maybe. Guess Rust is some kind of survival game. But other than that, I don't really know what it is. I tend to like factory games as well as survival games. if they are not too difficult to survive. Now I'm basically making these belts faster to carry more coal. I am from Berlin or Germany. I'm not sure what you would have guessed otherwise. I think I'm not from France last time I checked, but at some point I learned French in school. And sometimes I might also be good at assuming accents. Like sometimes I try the Finnish accent or Swedish a bit. Not in public though, I guess. Where are you from, if you want to share? London, that's good. I know a few people with London accent from watching Doctor Who, probably. Not sure how representative that is. I guess there are also multiple London accents because it's a big city. There's no water in this pipe so far. I have to probably kickstart some power just a little bit to make this run. And I will kill this water extractor as well. And now I will have to find a way to get those those power pipe thing supports here. I think this should be high enough. I wonder how what are people called in Birmingham? How they sound. Don't really know much. I know the northern accent a bit, but not that many different accents actually. Today's goal is to set up this coal power plant, so I have less energy problems going forward. I haven't seen Peaky Blinders before. What is this series about, if you can share it? I guess I'm not really that fussed about spoilers, if you can't tell without spoilers. Might be a cool series for me. At least I'm a bit into politics. I watched things like Borgen, which is the Danish version of House of Cards, or also I think in The Crown there was a little bit of politics, even though not very much, and also very much from the point of view of the royals. Yeah, why would I make this pipe connection game? Maybe I should make this go straight instead. Did you also play Satisfactory already? Or any kind of factory games? I sometimes also play puzzle games like the Talos Principle 2 or recently Isles of Sea and Sky, which is more like a Zelda game, an old school Zelda game. And also some racing games like Wreckfest, and there's a very old game called Crash Team Racing, which was on PlayStation over 20 years ago, and now there's a remake that I'm playing since, I think, 2019. Don't think this would work now if I turned it on. Soon there will be a DLC for Factorio, my favorite game at the moment. And I'm basically just waiting for it and wasting some time by playing Satisfactory, which is not really bad, but I think nothing could beat Factorio for me. And that will be about going to other planets and new technology. Hello, definitely not about Soulborn. I hope you're having a nice day. Even though I am probably not meant by the term man. I'm not sure, I started multiple times with streaming and had some long breaks. It's more like a hobby and not really anything I need to do. So I think I got affiliated last year in the beginning of the year. think I will just build a little biomass burner. Now I need to connect it to power and add some grass, or maybe even solid biofuel. Let's see if this crashes. It's just working. I am programming as a day job. I also built a few things for the stream that are based on programming or were simplified by me being able to program. In Python. I'm not a web developer. I guess I did some web developing in the past, but I'm more like a data scientist or exploring data and displaying data. That was a nice slide. I think I still need another water pump. Or maybe two. Doesn't matter how many I build. I guess I can always build more if I need to. So now the water is actually coming through. And the coal power plants start to work. Slowly but surely. One after another. I don't know if the last one doesn't really work. So now my power capacity has increased a lot. So even if all my machines start to work, then I will not have a problem. Big Battle JavaScript. How long have you been in the job or doing programming, training or whatever? I guess I also learned most of my stuff during a job. Or just because I was interested in building something, I just started to learn it on my own. But certain things I had to learn on the job because they were rather boring. Something like HTML and CSS is not my favorite, so I had to force myself to learn it, and only because it was for a job I could do it, or I would ever have done it. Yeah, I guess it's also fine to not have a job, or to not have that kind of job, and still just learn these kinds of skills. I would be very happy if there was a basic income for everyone, so nobody needed to work for money. everybody could work if they wanted to. Art can also be a good thing sometimes. I sometimes do art with programming. I think that's where I have made the header with some function plotter. And now I don't know how to get out of here again. Maybe I'm not stuck anymore. I also have on my YouTube a bunch of animations between different telescope pictures, basically. Space pictures. Animating between different versions of the same galaxy or the same stars. So now I need 45 cubic meters per minute of this water. Just need to find out how much one of these pumps does. 120 per minute. I guess I could make a third one. If you want to share, I can always check it out after the stream. You can always join my Discord. And I'm not sure if I have an art channel. I have a Pix Videos Music channel, so maybe that. Or somewhere where you think it's appropriate. I wonder if I should leave it like this or just connect the other parts already. Yeah, you can always DM me as well. I will save the game just in case I fall off. I want to try to land on one of these chimneys. Well, that almost worked. I'll just load. Less walking required. It was fun to try. So now I will go back and fetch more rotors, I think, to be able to craft more water pumps and potentially also more coal power plants. Yes, we can chat later. We can also chat more now if you want. I wonder if I can manage to go down there. Yes. I guess this creature makes these weird noises sometimes. There's more sulfur. I don't really watch many anime. I have recently tried to rewatch Pokemon, the original series. Sort of was stuck at episode 36 or something. Still need to continue. And at some point I watched Digimon. Sometimes forget where exactly in the factory I am. What kind of series do you watch? I expect you watch Peaky Blinders as well, or have watched it. I don't really watch that many movies, more just TV shows. But I like things like Star Wars sometimes. Other than that, currently I'm watching 12 Monkeys, which is about time travel, but also a tiny bit too violent for me. And I guess the Rings of Power is currently being released bit by bit, so I can also watch that. And when it's on, I also watch Doctor Who, and previously I also liked Black Mirror, but I don't know if this will ever come back. Rings of Power, I think. That is what I said. I'm not sure if King would apply to anything I said. Sometimes I forget some of the things I said. So there might have been something with King. At some point I also watched Game of Thrones and that other thing with the dragons. House of the Dragons. Or the dragon, not sure. Need to collect more rotors. So, what's in here? I guess I just unlocked the schematic, but I still need to craft this actually. Didn't get the thing, only its recipe. I have watched House of Cards, but I have forgotten how far I went, how far I watched. And at some point I just didn't want to continue. Or I had other things to do. And it was a bit boring and I only watched it while I did other things. I can go down and maybe already deliver some stuff to the next milestone. Maybe just this. This should be easy. Just need to fetch more wire and iron rods. I do watch a lot of TV series actually, but not very many movies. And also rewatching The Simpsons with my friend. And For All Mankind, which is a kind of alternative history space series. I watched The Expanse, which is also in space. And I don't know if it can be called sci-fi. Probably it's not totally realistic, but it tries to be realistic, I guess. Did I get enough iron rods? I think I didn't. I need more of them.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them," unquote. It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
I guess I will make another Xeno Zapper. Then I might be able to make the Xeno Basher. And I should put the chainsaw there. And some nuts in the other hand. I did play some chess still know the rules, but I also was in an association while I was young. But it was quite tedious to learn all those different steps and all the evaluation that you might need to do to get better, and you might need to remember a lot of moves. Did you play chess ever? I wonder if this will be updated when I die. I guess a few years ago when the Queen's Gambit series was there, or when it first released, I came back to chess a bit. But then a few months later I forgot again to play more chess. So I guess the pod is returning, so I might just try to give it some modular frames for another milestone. See you later, have a good day. No, I guess I wanted to go to the hub to deliver some modular frames, but I think I still don't have 50 in total. I guess all the ones that I have in my inventory are the ones that I can have. I might try to make some manually, but I don't know how long this would take. "15 steps. I might just do that. But also I get 2 per craft. For the blueprints I need steel. I might try to go into basic steel production. Not sure if I have all the rotors available. I have, actually. And when I do basic steel production, I might also get the coal over here and use it to make the steel, because I can't make steel without coal. Need more wire. Okay, and I might just drive back with this car.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Let's see if I can place this car in a moment. I will save the game just in case anything happens. Obviously that happened. I guess it is not really good at driving on angled surfaces. Let's try driving up. Can accelerate quite well. Don't want to look into it now, because it might be quite dangerous. Oh no, oh no. Let's see if I survive this. I do. But it's not the best for driving up these ramps. I want to dismantle it and then probably rebuild it once I go up there again. And I will walk up and then only drive later. Somehow the car didn't let itself turn easily. I think there is this mantis again, flying below my platforms. Okay, let's see if this works again. At least in this place I can see myself. I don't know if I have third-person view otherwise somehow. Apparently this thing also has an autopilot, so maybe I can program something at some point. Which means not actual programming, but just setting a path, basically. Let's see what happens now. Okay. I guess if I land in water, I exit automatically. And this was a little bit of water. But I guess I will now take a little break again.